Welcome to Matosinhos here in Portugal for the FIBA U18 Women's EuroBasket. This was a slate of games today, but now we are here. The big one, the final. Once again, we will see Spain go up against France for a European crown. Both have got to the final with perfect 6-0 records. Statistically, these teams are pretty much 1 and 2 in almost every single category. So the scene is perfectly set here for what should be another amazing European final. Now, if you forced me and you made me pick a team, I would probably go with France as slight favourites. They've blasted their way to the final, including a 68-point semi-final win yesterday over Israel. However, Spain have had more tests along the way. They've been pushed harder, and does that make them more battle-hardened for today's game? We are a little under 10 minutes away from our opening tip-off here in the final, as the players from the other teams are starting to pour into the arena. Friends and family of both teams are in the arena as well, and France will be the first team to be introduced to the crowd here. And you have to be honest, France have been the most impressive team in this tournament. They have the best offense, they have the best defense, and they've looked near perfect in almost all departments. The depth of talent that Coach Bounon has is absolutely frightening, and with that, the quality is almost 1 through 12 in this roster. It really is depth and quality that Coach has to work with. It was Angloma with the big performance in the semi-final. Impressive 16-point and 12-rebound double-double for her. But there were plenty of other big performances yet. That is Angloma, number 33. French fans also will want a little bit of redemption this evening, wipe away the heartbreak of last year where their under-18 team went down by just 2 points to Slovenia in what was a classic of a final. But it's a different-looking French team, that is for sure, and they have looked phenomenal throughout this tournament, and they are just 40 minutes away potentially from being crowned European champions. But standing in their way, as often is the case in these European tournaments, is Spain. And my goodness me, Spain have looked strong as well and will provide the toughest test without a shadow of a doubt of this tournament for France. Spain have looked like a well-oiled machine in this tournament, and the results that they've been able to pick up throughout this tournament are absolute testament to that. They probably also have the tournament MVP in their ranks in the form of our Fam. She's averaging over 15 points and 11 rebounds a game. Our Fam had a 21-point, 15-rebound performance in yesterday's semi-final. She's number 11, but there is talent throughout this roster. Also got to give a hat tip to the backcourt combo of Carrion and Garcia. With them in the backcourt, Fam in the front court, that balance really is lethal offensively. That is our Fam coming to the floor. But for Spain, it's been 9 years since they lifted this trophy. Weirdly, it was France that they beat back in 2015, so you wonder, is history about to repeat itself here? Or will France just be too strong for them? We'll now have a break in our commentary to get the national anthems for both France and Spain. First will be the national anthem of France, followed by the national anthem for Spain. Here are our officials for this evening's game as Coach Canute and Coach Bounon shake hands and exchange gifts on the half, as do the players as well. And we'll lock in right now. France's starting five: Kola, Cissé, Kaboom, Bialamu, Cliont and Anglama. Plenty coming off the bench for Coach Bounon as well. Kessler had a big game in the semi-final, as did also Tiagi. Two players that certainly put in big performances coming off the bench for France. Let's have a look down at the Spanish end and see their starting five. They're going to work with Carrion, Zubiaga, Alcina, Pham and Sotelo. As I said, Garcia is a real strength coming off the bench for Coach Canute, as was Rodriguez yesterday in the front court. Coach Bounon will love nothing more than finishing off what has been a pretty much near perfect tournament for her team with a gold medal, with the trophy. But standing in her way is Coach Canute and the Spanish team. They certainly have enough talent to come away with the title, and this is set to be another classic here in Matosinhos. If you're on your socials, have your phones to hand, then I can definitely recommend you jump onto them. And if you want to put any messages out there while we progress through today's game, use hashtag FIBA U18 Europe. That will get you into the conversation. And if you want to follow FIBA's youth social media channels, head over to Facebook, Instagram or X, and you can follow at NextGenHoops. My name's Mark Mills. If you want to follow me on the socials on Instagram and X, it's at MarkOnComs. France in the huddle, the players starting to lock in on today's game. This is the 14th meeting between these two in this tournament. France have a strong 9-4 record. In fact, this is a replay of last year's semi-final where France absolutely punished Spain, striding into the final on the back of a surprising 49-82 win. Not surprised that it was a win, but the margin was super impressive. Both teams now in their final huddles, coaches getting their last opportunities to get some information across to their teams. And while they do, if you want to follow the stats as this game progresses, head over to FIBA.basketball, head up to the menu, it's under Events, Europe, and under the Girls section, it's U18. Lots of people filling into the seats here in the arena, family, friends of the players, as well as the other teams that have been competing as well. These junior events, it's always a wonderful climax as all the teams come together to watch the final. We are just moments away from the opening tip-off here in what could be the biggest game of these players' careers so far. Our officials are ready to go. And we see the Portuguese mascots. They had something to cheer about, the home nation, earlier today, picking up 5th place. And the big deal about that is that they secured a spot at next year's U19 World Cup. Top 5 teams here from this EuroBasket locked themselves a spot in that World Cup. And wow, what a moment for Portuguese women's basketball that is. The ceremonial presentation of the ball from that young fan, followed by the mascots. And we are underway here in Matosinhos in Portugal. Jump ball, the first call, and the possession arrow points to favour France, so they'll get the effective first possession of the game. This is it. This is the final of the 2024 FIBA U18 Women's EuroBasket. Familiar foes as Spain take on France. Who will come out champions of Europe? We are a little under 40 minutes away from finding that out, and a nice sweet stroke. Kaboom Biamu with the first score of the game. Jumper goes up, little heavy. Kola with the rebound for France. Drives the full length of the floor. Cléant, 3 no good. Angloma, as always, hustles hard for the rebound. Kola, trying to find the long way around. Corner 2 is shot. Foul's going to be called though. Not sure who on. I think it may have been on Alcina. Let's have a look. Zubiaga called for the foul. Along 2, that's heavy. Rebound pulled down by Carrion. Pham goes to work in the post. That won't be the last time we see our Pham put points on the board. What a tournament she's had. Quickly developing into a superstar, not just at age level, but on the senior stage as well. Carrion now dumps it inside to Pham, and she gets back-to-back buckets as Spain get their first lead of the game. Wonderful combination, Carrion and Pham. That big little 1-2 punch, tough to stop. Cisse hands it away to Cléant. Thought that one was going to drop. Angloma will get the rebound, but unable to get the shot away. And at the moment we have an injury. Looks like Alcina just pulled up a little bit. Is it a quad? I think it might be. Is it a right hand quad? Maybe it's just a knock knee or a dead leg. She looks like she's okay. A worry for Coach Knut. Let's have a look at this one. That's Pham with the score. What a semi-final Pham had. 21 points, 15 rebounds against Serbia. Offensive foul called. On Alcina. First foul of the game. Sideline ball for France. Kola now. So many interesting matchups between these two. Carrion and Kola is interesting. Angloma in the front court will certainly cause Spain some problems. Interested to see if Pham takes some of that responsibility today. Carrion, that's a tough play. And Carrion will go to the line for 2 shots as she kind of forces the matter a little against Angloma. I think the foul is called on Kaboom Biamu as Coach Bounon looks on. First is good for Carrion. Yana Carrion, 5th in the tournament in assists, averaging almost 15 points a game as well. Big performance from the 18-year-old here. Spain with the 4-point lead. Kola, Angloma. Drives inside, strong play. Pham offers the rim protection and grabs the rebound. Carrion puts it inside to Pham. She just reaches over the top. Oh, unstoppable, doesn't get the score. Our Pham Very reminiscent of the way Ezi McBegor plays the game as well. The Australian picking up a bronze medal today at the Olympics. And followed up by Kaboom Biaramu. And she gets the score. France back to within 2, and you feel that this is going to be a nip and tuck game across the full 40 minutes. It's a good finish here. Scooping up the scraps and making them pay. Carrion now to inbound it for Spain. Carrion for 3. Comes up short, had to get it away as the shot clock was running out. Oh, and Onglema just caught herself there. Spain come the other way. Foul blown on Kaboom Biaramu. Fam steals it, hands it off to Sotelo, and it's the body contact the officials have called. Sotelo will head to the line for 2 shots. Not a great free throw shooter though, Ines Sotelo, just 53% in this tournament, and to be honest, Spain as a team have struggled. 3rd worst shooting free throw team. Less than 62% from the line as a team, whilst France are nearly up at 74. That could be a deciding factor. First is no good for Sotelo. The second rolls home though, and Spain extend their lead back to 3. Almost 4 minutes gone here in this opening quarter. A little 2-2-1 press from Spain, but really more to slow them down. They drop back into a 2-3 zone. Long 2 along the baseline, no good. That is a great hustle from Cissé, as the bigs for France are certainly going to challenge Fam now more than she has been for pretty much the entire tournament. They match up pretty well. Long, rangy, athletic, smart players. Oh, big rejection. Cissé with back-to-back big plays for France. Chance for France to take the lead. Cléant won't get the roll this time. Long rebound into the hands of Alcina. Sotelo down to Fam. Fam looking to go to work. Drop step inside off the glass for 2. And that is just hours in the practice gym. That is thousands of repetitions against a coach with a tackle pad. There's the missed jumper, but there is the hustle by Sarah Cissé. And there's the block at the other end of the floor. She'll come out of the game though. Strong start from her. Into the game has come Keita. Cléant. Kaboom Biaramu, no good from downtown. And Sotelo brings it up over the half for Spain. Carrion feeds Fam in the low post. She wants to go to work. Oh, that's a spin. What's the call? Travelling violation called. It'll be sideline ball for France. Relatively cagey start to this game. Both these teams high scoring. France the leading offense. Spain the second highest scoring offense. France averaging just shy of 87 points a game. Spain notching up 80. Shot clock down to 6. Cléant will draw the foul. I think that one's going to be called on Sotelo. Let's have a look at the replay. Yeah, nice cut by Cléant. It's either that or Pham. I think it's on Pham. Her first foul of the game. The first is good for Cléant. Going to curse her now. Hasn't missed a free throw in this tournament yet. Marion, she's going to miss this one though, hey? Oh no. She avoids the commentator's curse and gets it to go, reducing the deficit to just a single point now. Garcia into the action for Spain. She's had a strong tournament as well. Pulls up for the three and rains it down just before the shot clock expires. Spain's lead back out to 4. Garcia shooting unbelievably 67% from outside. Hasn't taken a huge amount of threes in the tournament, but her selection is pretty strong. Keita hands it back now into the hands of Kessler. Pham pulls down the rebound, her second board of the evening. Carrion has to come out. Garcia will glide inside, goes to the right hand, but is a little heavy with it. Cléant, one of the fastest players in the tournament, kicks it to the wing, but the three is heavy as well. Knocked out of bounds by Osma. Here's the three ball from Garcia. Confidence coming off the bench, drains the three. More a facilitator in this tournament, Garcia, averaging 4 assists a game in a little over 19 minutes of play per game. Back into the action comes Cissé. Anglama to Kessler, she pulls the trigger. No good, another offensive rebound. Cissé hitting the O glass hard, her second offensive rebound of the game. Down low, Rodriguez gets her own rebound. Goes again, draws the foul. I think that one's going to be called on Keita maybe, or is it Kessler? There's the rebound again by Cissé, almost a replay of that first putback that she got. Cola will come back into the game for France as Kessler goes to the bench. Coach Bounon rotating heavily early here in this one. Rodriguez hits the first of her 2 free throws. Had a strong semi-final, 10 points, 4 assists against Serbia yesterday. Gets the roll on the second. Her first points of the game. Need to get it up over the half. Almost fell foul of the 8 seconds. Cola now trying to break down this zone that Spain has sat in, and that's a smart play by Keita. Just locking Rodriguez deep into the paint, not where the big wants to be. Baseline ball. Anglama. Anglama now, step back, puts it up. Won't get it away in time. Good defense by Spain, just staying in front. Sometimes that's all it takes. Doesn't have to overcommit, doesn't have to be looking for the steal. Just stay in the defensive play. Force a long shot clock. Garcia now. Pick and roll, Garcia and Rodriguez. Dumped inside to Sotelo, a quick finish. Spain up to a 6-point lead, 90 seconds left in this first quarter. Cola trying to find a lane to attack. Garcia stays in front. Now she gets the switch. Drive inside. Good defense by Cola. And the foul will be called. By Garcia. The foul called. Garcia dumping it inside. That's a lovely pass and a really smart finish by Sotelo. She knew if she came down with the ball that she was going to be in amongst the trees. So the quick release was key to that play. Kaboom Biamu comes back into the action for the final minute or so of this first quarter. It's stolen away, Cléant. And the score, and that is what Cléant does. High energy, high tempo, high hustle. Comes away with rewards this time. Garcia now kicks it to the wing. 3 ball goes up. It's heavy. Spain will get the rebound though. That was the Cléant steal and score. She's averaging 2 steals a game in this tournament. Spain with a 4-point lead now. 31.7 seconds left in this first quarter. It's been a relatively low scoring but brisk first quarter, if that makes sense. Both teams with a clear game plan on how they want to play, how they want to execute. Good hands though. Zubiaga getting involved. And a long outlet pass. Oh, Rodriguez already thinking about what she was going to do with it before she caught it. And France dodge a bullet on that one. Coach Canute looking on. And Spain once again have this 2-2-1 press. It's just designed to burn a little bit of shot clock, and then they drop into their 2-3 zone. Cléant calls the thumbs down play. Kick to the wing. Kessler for 3. That's short. Oh, nice rebound by Cola, but the first quarter clock will expire before she gets the shot away. An interesting first 10 minutes of basketball here in Matosinhos in Portugal. With 10 minutes in the book, it's Spain 16, France 12. Welcome back to Matosinhos here in Portugal. 10 minutes gone in the 2024 FIBA Under-18 Women's EuroBasket final. Spain against France. It's Spain that have a 4-point lead, but France forced the early turnover here in the second quarter. And isn't it good when you do have the two best teams in a tournament going toe-to-toe for the title? That's what we've got here today. Two absolute top quality rosters going all in. Kaboom-Biamou. Back to Cléant. Guarded by Garcia. There's the pick and roll. Beautiful execution, but the finish lets her down. That's all tied up. So it'll be a jump ball. Possession arrow in favor of France. Kessler goes to the glass, no good. Another offensive rebound. France hitting those boards really hard here so far. Kola draws the foul. Unbelievably, the 10th offensive rebound for France. Only got 5 defensive rebounds. France have had more rebounds off this basket than Spain have, and that's going to be a concern for Coach Canute. Kola at the line. The first is good. That's her first point of the game. 62% free throw shooter. Misses the second though, and Alcina does bring down the rebound for Spain. Carrion inside, tries to find a way through the trees. Garcia fakes the three. Oh, the pass is just slightly off. It's a good thought, just the execution not quite there. Coach Canute looking on thoughtfully, to say the least, right now. Kola brings it up over the half. Turns the corner. Nothing happening in front of her though. Her teammate's not really working to create space right now. Cléant uses the Kaboom-Biamou screen, steps in. Traveling violation called on Cléant. Sideline ball for Spain. France's full court pressure causing Spain some issues so far in this game. Carrion now to Pham. And Pham's not had it all her own way, as she has had in many games. Carrion now, little sidestep jumper is short. Rebound from Anglama. 4th rebound of the game. Cléant feeds Anglama. And there's the score, and that is what Anglama does. Power and strength and positioning. Great job by Nel Anglama. Garcia waits for the Pham screen. Pham's got the mismatch now, but it's out of bounds. Spain hold on to possession. Try stopping her that close to the basket. I made the comparison yesterday, and I'll make it again. She plays basketball a little bit like Alyssa Thomas, and there aren't many higher compliments than that. The gold medal Olympian. Timeout called by Spain. Their lead is down to 1. 7:46 left in this first half. First point of the game for Anglama, but she already has 4 rebounds. Garcia, back to Rodriguez. That's heavy. Easy rebound for Cisse. My goodness me, she'll explode down the floor, coast to coast. The finish not there though. It's on the floor. Where's it ending up? Kibumbi Amu into the corner. Cléant, a little back step. Love that. Nothing there though. Carrion brings it away. These two teams so evenly matched. Very different style of players on show, but very evenly matched with the quality. Anglama's 5th rebound of the game now. Cléant. Half a Euro step into Kessler. She'll slow it down. Oh, now she'll feed Kibumbi Amu. Completely uncontested under the basket. Spanish defense going to sleep, and France taking the lead here. Garcia to Pham. Pham can't hold on to it, and our Pham not being the impact that she has been for most of the tournament. Garcia just giving up on her assignment there. And that is money all day long for a player of Kibumbi Amu's quality. Cléant hands it in, drive to the basket, and a strong finish by Cisse. France now starting to take control of this game. 6 points for Cisse alongside 4 rebounds. Big game so far for her. Foul's going to be called on Kessler. There's the pick and roll, and a little delay on the move to the basket, but the delay actually paid off for Cisse. Alcina to Carrion. Pham sets the screen now. They've got the mismatch. Doubles on to Pham though. Oh, but a big shot from downtown. Wonderful. Watching the triple team almost collapse onto Pham, left a huge amount of space, and Sotelo makes them pay. 5 points for her personal. Spain back to within a single point. Cléant. Oh, she extends it back out to 3 with another score. The pace of points is now starting to pick up here. That one's out of bounds off Sotelo, so that's a turnover. Turnover number 11 for Spain. And that is tough. They can't afford to give the ball up that much. They want to come away with the win here and pick up the title. France with 5 turnovers. Spain with 11. Cléant feeds it inside. Kibumbi Amu is making hay while the sun is shining. She is putting in a big performance. Look at the reaction from her teammates. Timeout called by Coach Canute as his team now trail by 5. The pick and roll is killing Spain as France are executing it to perfection right now. Look at the roar and the chest bump. France are in full flow here in Marazinhos. Make sure you stay with us for all the action. Timeout called by Spain. Spain need to react out of this timeout now. They can't afford France to carry on. It's another turnover. Second turnover for FAM, 12th turnover for Spain. As the defensive pressure from France is overwhelming right now. Garcia comes back into the game. Alcina heads to the bench as Coach Canute looks for a solution to the problems that his team are facing. Cléant brings it up over the half. Cisse sets the screen. There's the pick and roll, and once again, Spain do not defend the pick and roll well at all, and France make them pay. Surely Spain either have to hedge or have to switch or rotate or maybe even just drop into a zone because they are not able to defend that pick and roll right now. Carrion. All inside to FAM. It's batted away. Kaboom Bouami. Bouamou is doing a phenomenal job. Look how pumped she is as well. Cléant. There's the pass, and that is easy buckets for France. Just a second left on the shot clock. She has to get it away. She does. Almost a shot clock violation, and Coach Bounon knows that her team need to ride this wave. They need to make the most of it. Cléant. No, pick and roll not executed well this time. The pass was a little slow. Osma slows it down and hands it back to Garcia. 4 minutes left of the first half. France lead by 7. Carrion. Little crossover. Nice use of the footwork, but can't get the score. 5th rebound for Kiboum Biamou. Cléant, not this time. Breakneck pace of basketball on show here right now. Garcia has it stripped away, or is it a foul? It's a foul. I think it might be on Cisse, just reaching in. Let's have a look on the drive. There's Kola offering, and then Cisse kind of runs past, and not sure if this lodges the ball or the arm. Anglama will come back in for France. As Kaboum Biamou goes to the bench, and what an impact she's already had. 8 points, 5 rebounds. Joint leading scorer alongside Cisse. Zubiaga back to FAM. Spain really needs to find a way to get our FAM into this game. Nice pass inside. Triple team drops down on her, and FAM still gets the score. That's exactly what I'm talking about. In times of crisis, lean on your superstars, and that is exactly what FAM is. Backdoor cut, Cléant. Not this time. Blocking foul called on Garcia. Cléant needs to be careful. Here's the pass to FAM. Gets swamped down in the paint, but gets a shot off the glass. Cisse back out to Cléant. Gets it back, baseline pass to Anglama. Shot clock at 6. Running right hand and draws the foul. Anglama ends up on the hardwood. She's okay though. Here's the drive, and there's the foul. Take your pick. Anglama heading to the line for 2. Into the game comes Tiagi. Had a big game in the semi-final. Anis Tiagi, 10 points against Israel. Gets them both to go. France's lead back out to 6. Under 3 to play in the first half. Foul's going to be called on Tiagi. Neither team in foul trouble just yet, both of them with 3 team fouls in this quarter. Ozma hands it off to Pham. Shot clock down to 7. Sotelo. Zubiaga off the glass, and that's smart use of that pivot foot. Zubiaga with the good footwork and the patience. She didn't panic. She waited for the defense to give her something. Picks her dribble up there, little shot fake, little hesitation, and gets it away past Cisse for 2. Timeout called by coach Bounon. It's 22 to Spain, 26 to France. Bit of a resurgence here from Spain, and now it's going to come down to how France react, but neither team shooting the ball well from outside. In fact, let's be honest, both teams really struggling to shoot the ball well from outside here so far. Spain 1 from 6, France 0 from 9. Cola just drops it out of bounds, an unforced error for France. Little tap on the back from coach Bounon, just to reassure her. She'll come out of the game though. Sotelo brings it up over the half and hands it back to Garcia. An important 2 minutes of basketball ahead of us here, as both teams will want some confidence going into the halftime locker room. That will remain Spain's ball. They'll have 8 seconds on the shot clock. Pham. Zubiaga hits a 3. That's a big shot at a big moment in the game. Spain back to within a single point now. France did have a 7-point lead. Now it's down to 1. Gotta love this game. It's a low scorer, but it's nonetheless enjoyable. Kiboum Biamou hands it to Anglama. Anglama will have to take the long 2. Off balance, didn't get her feet set the way she will have wanted. Garcia now with possession. Can Spain take the lead back? Ozma. Feeds it into Pham, but it's batted back. Ozma will drive the baseline. Zubiaga comes all the way through. Shot clock at 4. Pham will have to put it up. That's a tough shot. Eventually France hold on to it. Cléant now. Travelling violation, a little bit quick. Here's the 3 from Zubiaga. That's a big screen by Pham, pinning down 2 French players with 1 screen. Final minute now of this first half. Remember, the gold medal at stake here. Cisse will come back into the game as Keita heads to the bench. Ozma going up against Anglama. Spilled by Pham. France will steal it away. A chance for them to extend their lead now. Foul will be called on Garcia. Pham heading to the bench, just getting a bit of a prolonged half-time break. She has had a tough game here, a lot of pressure on her. And France play some very strong interior defense. Pham heads to the bench with 8 points and 2 rebounds. 36.9 seconds left in this first half. Oh, Anglama will get the easy score and one. Nell Anglama once again. She had a big game in the semi. She's having a big game here again today. Up to 5 points as well as 5 rebounds and a chance for the three-point play. Chaos caused by that baseline out-of-bounds play from Coach Bounon. An encroachment, I think, from Cisse. Means it'll be Spanish ball on the baseline. Zubiaga now, bringing it up against Tiagi. Sotelo, oh, poor pass, it's a lazy pass. Anglama picks it off with ease, goes to work, foul's going to be called. Anglama will have to earn her points from the free throw line though. As France are closing out this half pretty strongly. Spain fought their way back into the game, but France could end up 5 points up at the half. First is good. 3 from 5 so far tonight. And the second. France now with a 5-point lead. Under 20 seconds left on the clock. It's stolen away. Tiagi, 3-on-1 break. Cléance will get the score, and France are barreling their way into the halftime break as Spain are struggling to deal with the pressure. Carrion trying to pick a way through, will get a shot away and draw the foul. Iana Carrion trying to pick a team up, trying to carry her team right now. That was a score at the other end, and Carrion, well, literally did that, carried her team. Gets the and one play, heads to the free throw line, 82% free throw shooter. Converts the bonus, and with 0.1 seconds to play, that will be the end of the first half, and an intriguing battle between two of the usual suspects, two of the powerhouses of European basketball. But at the half, it's a 4-point ball game here in Matosinhos. Spain 28, France 32. The second half is just around the corner. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back live with all the second half action. Welcome back to Matosinhos here in Portugal, and welcome back to the second half of the final of the 2024 FIBA Under-18 Women's EuroBasket. This one could go all the way to the wire. At the half, it's Spain 28, France 32. 20 more minutes between one of these two teams and the European crown. Cléant with the steal. And France have put in some good defensive performances in that first half. Cléant on the wraparound, no good. Anglama gets the score and a big roar. 9 points for Nel Anglama. Garcia. This is the offensive rebound by Anglama, her third offensive rebound of the game. She leads all scorers now here in the final, and has certainly staked a claim for the all-tournament team, if not maybe more, depending on how this second half goes. Could she be tournament MVP? Our fam now back out to Alcinia. Carrion hits a three, a contested three at that. Hasn't shot particularly well from outside in this tournament, only 24% before tonight's game, but hits a big shot there to bring Spain back to within three. Another big play, and who else but Nel Anglama? And one opportunity. Alcinia looks to try and front the post, and Anglama makes her pay for it. Sotelo doesn't come far enough across. Anglama gets the three-point play conversion. First player to double digits, Anglama. 12 points now, as well as 6 rebounds. Garcia almost stolen away. Ultimately kicked out of bounds though by Tiagi. Fam now down in the low post, looking to go to work, drop steps, fades away, and that is a money shot for our Fam. You can't give her that space. Anglama glides inside, doesn't get the score, but will draw the foul off Fam. That's going to be her second foul of the game after this sweet little turnaround in the low post at the other end. The first is good. Back at the line for the second. 2 from 2 from the line for Nel Anglama. In fact, she's 6 from 8 on the evening. Sotelo, good handful for the big. Next generation of bigs, though, are going to be far more well-rounded players than historically, as Garcia blasts down the middle of the lane and gets the score off the glass. Pace just starting to pick up again here in the second half. Anglama looking to feed the low post. Nothing there right now, though. Cléant drives inside. Oh, that is a tough play. Tiagi looked like an impossible angle, but gets the score. Sotelo down to Fam. Fam almost loses. Kicked out. Alcina in and out. Kiboom Biamu throws it away. Sotelo scoops it in. Impossible angle for the layup though. Maybe rushed that attempt a little. Anglama now. Shot goes up. That's a high rebound. Where's it headed? Into the hands of Tiagi. They'll come back out with a fresh 14 for France. Cléant blasts away to the basket, draws the foul and the score. Cléant. Little crossover. That's a huge amount of contact. How did she get that to go? No idea, but she did. Against Sotelo as well, taking her in the paint. Again, the score. She's pumped with a big smile on her face on the floor. France's lead out to a game-high 8 points now. Cléant, the second French player to double digits, has 10 points and 5 assists. Make that 11 points now. As Ozma's going to come into the game. Sotelo comes out. Third personal foul for Sotelo. We'll see a change for France as well as Keita enters the action. Keboum Biamou comes out. Ozma hands it back to Carrion. Ozma for three. Back of the iron, spits it away. Carrion steals it back though. Can't get the score, and at the moment Spain are just struggling to find some rhythm here in the second half. Foul's going to be called on the floor. A 12-7 start to this second half for France. Kola. Kessler. Kessler shaking, baking, getting the jumper to drop. And that's going to force Coach Canute into a timeout. France's lead out to double digits. They lead by 11 here in the final. Approaching the midpoint of the third quarter, and Spain need to regroup. Timeout called. Important phase of the game for Coach Canute. Important phase for Spain. They can't afford to allow Coach Bounon and her team to continue to open the gap up. It's a relatively low-scoring game, so an 11-point lead is a big, big deal in this one. Carrion. Pass inside to Pham. That's what they need to do. Go back to Pham. Give her what she needs, and that is service down in the low post. She's up to 12 points now. Spain sitting in a zone, stolen away. Ozma. Carrion wide open for three. Oh, a 5-point swing just like that in the blink of an eye. And now it's the time of Coach Bounon. Now it's the time of France to call a timeout as their 11-point lead has been trimmed back to 6. Kohler back to Kessler. Now it's for France to reassert themselves on this game. Kohler behind the back. Kessler. Spin move, throws a shot up, it's tough. Pham brings down the rebound. Only her third rebound of the game. She's averaging over 11 a game in this tournament. She has been kept off the boards. Carrion loses it though. Kohler will charge back down the floor. Hands it off, Cléante. In and out. But once again, Pham gets bullied off the glass. And an easy two as Cisse rolls to the basket. Under 5 minutes left in this third quarter now. Garcia. Ozma. Tries an impossible pass, gets away with it. Garcia at the elbow, and the two will drop nicely for Gina Garcia. Kessler. Pace coming back the other way. She gets trapped and it's stolen by Spain. Awkward looking pass, but it's good. Carrion picks up the dribble. Offensive foul called on Carrion. Cisse will come out of the game as Tiagi comes in. Tiagi inbounds it to Kohler. And the big three rains down. And one's knocked out of bounds. Tagayi into the game and playing well. Gotta love what she brings to the action, Tagayi. Little sidestep for the three, Alcina. Knocked out of bounds by Ozma. It'll be French ball on the baseline, and France seem to have ridden the comeback wave from Spain, and their lead holds at 9. Kohler hands it back to Cléante. Cléante now. Oh, lovely crossover to Kohler. Kohler behind the back. Gets rejected though, and Spain will scoop it away. Garcia to Pham. Alcina. Oh, in and out. Anglama now. Relentless, breathless basketball here in Portugal. Cléante will draw the foul. Presume Alcina is the player to be called for that one, just stepping across the drive of Cléante. First is no good. Another chance to get France's lead back up to double digits. A little over 13 minutes of game time left. Misses both free throws, Cléante. Ozma skips it. Zubiaga. Pham skips it around the corner. That's a nice pass by our Pham. Ozma slides in on the weak side for the two. Anglama looking for the ball. She gets it. Dips her shoulder. Rejected by Ozma. Good play by Carla Ozma. Carrion looking for Pham again. Not there. Now she is. On the passing side, our Pham really not in the flow right now of this game. Kola, and one against Zubiaga. Lured the Spanish defender in and made her pay. Big play. There's the raw. Stella Kola. Tough play. Takes a huge amount of contact but stays with it. France's lead back up to 7. How does Spain react now? They trail by 8. 2 minutes left in this third quarter. Are they going to get it over? They're not. That's an 8-second violation. France's defense has been relentless. Turnover number 22 for Spain right now. To give you an idea, Spain have had 36 field goal attempts. France have had 52. You cannot afford to give the other team that many more shots than you if you want to win a game, particularly if it's a gold medal game. Cisse slices through the defense. Garcia. Rodriguez now to Sotelo. Sotelo can't hold on to it, and Spain's hopes of a gold medal are slipping slowly but surely right now. There's Anglama being rejected by Ozma. It's good defensive play. It's all about the footwork, staying upright, staying strong. Kessler. Lovely base line cut from Keboom Biamu. Takes her tally up to 10 now. Fourth French player into double digits. Foul will be called on Anglama. That's probably going to send Anglama to the bench, as that puts her in foul trouble. Third foul of the game. Nell Anglama. Keboom Biamu will go as well. As Tagayi comes into the game, as well as Keita. Rodriguez now going up against Keita. Fades away. Good defense by Keita and a good defensive rebound as well. Quick ball movement. Quick attacking basketball from France, and Kessler gets another score. France up to a 16-point lead, and Spain are on the ropes right now. Cisse called for the foul. Wonderful transition basketball from France. Sideline possession for Spain. Rodriguez. Foul's going to be called on Tagayi. Carrion on the side. Into Garcia. Spain now need to pull out all of the stops. This has been a huge quarter for France. 28-16 they've won this quarter. Really has all been about the offensive end for France. They've put on a show here in the third quarter that Spain just haven't been able to match. Garcia at the line for two. Gets the first to go. And the second takes her personal tally to 9 alongside 3 rebounds and 3 assists, but Spain still trail by 14 as Tagayi heads to the bench. Clount. Long two. Little flat rebound by Cisse and more easy points for Salah Cisse. Up to 14 now. Joint leading scorer alongside now Langlemar. Timeout called by Coach Canute as this game is starting to run away. In fact, it's the end of the third quarter, my apology. The game is starting to run away from Spain here in Portugal. France marching their way to the gold. It certainly looks that way. 10 minutes still to play though. Spain 46, France 62. Welcome back to Marazenhos here in Portugal. Welcome back to the final 10 minutes of the 2024 FIBA U18 Women's EuroBasket. France lead this one by 16. They are 10 minutes away from being crowned champions of Europe. They've got one hand on the trophy. Oh, is that an and one? Let's see. Looks like it might be from Kessler. France lead this by 16. And a strong start to this final quarter. Let's have a look. Going under the arms of Garcia. Garcia blown for the foul. At the line for the bonus. Won't get the three-point play, but it will be another possession of France as Keita chases it down and Spain knock it out of bounds. Let's have a look what the call is. In fact, no correction. It will be Spanish ball. Garcia brings it up over the half. Spain now need to be near perfect in this final quarter. Garcia turns the corner, glides in, tries to dump it into Pham. How did our Pham hold on to that? Outstretched, uses all the wingspan. Cléant. Skip pass now to GA. Kessler shaking for space. Long rebound. Kessler will grab her own rebound. Keita. Travelling violation called on the French big. Kessler and Keita will come out as Kaboom, Biamu and Kola comes back in. Osma hands it back to Garcia. A little bit of urgency needed here by Spain. They're going to need a lot of shot attempts in this quarter just to get it back to level playing. Garcia now to Pham. Pham for three. Comes up short. Kola with the rebound. Sixth rebound of the game for Kola. Cléant. Can't hold on to it in the post, and Spain will come away with a 3-on-2 break. It's a poor pass by Garcia. Osma for three. Draws the foul from Kola. And Osma will have a chance to trim this deficit from the free throw line. 63% free throw shooter before today's game. This is her first trip to the line as Anglama and Tagayi are going to come back into the game. Kola comes out, as does Cisse. Osma at the line. These are big free throws. First is good. As is the second. Super composed at the free throw line. Will she go free from three? Yes. No, she won't. It rolls in and out. Anglama with the rebound. 2 rebounds away from a double-double now, Nell Anglama. Had a double-double yesterday as well against Israel. 16 points, 12 rebounds. Step back, Cléant. High arcing rebound. It's over the back of the backboard and bounces out of bounds. So Spanish ball. France's lead at 14. Coach Canute knows his team need to push now. No more mistakes, no more space for complacency. Tagayi putting a huge amount of pressure on Garcia. Pham grabs the offensive rebound and puts it back for 2. Coach Bounon does not want to see any more. French lead down to 12. France will head to the huddle on this timeout. Timeout from Coach Bounon, just really to settle her team down, to get them composed, get them ready to lock in and close this game out now. Kibum Buamu can't get the score, and Garcia will pick up the rebound. And it's play-by-play for Spain. That's all they can look at right now to fight their way back into this game. Ozma to Carrion. 7 minutes left in the game. Carrion drives inside, steps through. Shot clock at 4. Got to get one away. Carrion will. She's open, and she hits the 3 at the top. My goodness me, we have a 9-point ball game now here. Spain fighting their way in. Kessler will draw the foul off Ozma. Kessler's done this all tournament, put some pace into the game as we see a replay of the huge 3 from Carrion. That's a big shot from Iana Carrion. Into the game comes Sissoko. Out of the game comes Tagai. Kessler at the line. The first is good. Misses the second though. France's lead holds at 10. Spain are absolutely in this one. Remember, France did have an 18-point lead at one stage, but that miss is going to hurt Spain. Cisse now comes back to Kessler. Ball comes back out to Cisse. Cisse attacks. The doors are shut on her, and she travels as she stutters that pivot foot. Coming back into the game is Kola as Kessler heads to the bench. Carrion now, bringing it up over the half, being harassed by Kola. Doesn't get it over in the 8. Carrion with an absolute shocker of a mistake. That really is poor decision making by Carrion. She stopped before the halfway line. She could have easily got it over the half in the 8 seconds, but didn't. Turnover ball, and turnover number 23 for Spain. France have only had 14. That really has hurt Spain in this final. They're actually shooting a higher percentage in every category. It's just that France have had more shots. It's that simple. Anglama dumps it inside, but Cisse can't hold on to it. Salvation for Spain in this one play. Garcia now. Ball comes back to Carrion. Lane closes and Pham sets the screen for her. Shot clock at 5. Garcia glides inside, off the glass, a little off with the angles, but Pham grabs the rebound. 4th rebound of the game for Pham. Sorry, 5th rebound of the game, and Sotelo gets the 2 that Spain so desperately need right now. 8-point ball game. Spain slowly chipping their way back into this final. Kibum Buamu travels with the ball. Another turnover, and it's France's turn to make the mistakes. Here's the pass to Pham, and she finds her teammate Sotelo down low. 3rd assist of the game, that one for our Pham. Can Spain come back from such a big deficit? 18 points down early in the 4th quarter. They're now within 8, a 10-point swing. Carrion inside to Pham. She'll come back out. Shot clock at 4. Sotelo comes up short but draws the foul. An 11-3 start to this quarter is why we now have a ball game in our hands. Sotelo at the line. 7 points so far. Won't get the roll on the first. Hits the second note. Takes her personal tally up to 8. 2 from 4 from the line this evening for Ines Sotelo. 7-point ball game. Cléant kicks it out. Kohler. Shot clock at 8. Kohler turns the corner. Oh, rejected. Sotelo standing out of bounds though. It's good defense. Here's the follow, chases it out. That'll be a fresh 24, no, a fresh 14 for France. Anglama. Kibumbiamu. Anglama dives inside, that's a beautiful pass and an even better finish from Cisse. Patience, composure and teamwork from France. Look at this pass, look at this pass. Threads the eye of the needle, Anglama to Cisse, and Cisse takes the contact and finishes it with a little bit of quality. Can't get the free throw to drop though, so France's lead is at 9. 4 minutes and 12 seconds left to play. Sotelo drives in, floats it up, gets the roll. Sotelo up to 10 points now. Only the third Spanish player into double digits. In fact, she's only on 8, my mistake. But more importantly for her and her team, they're back to within 7. Kessler shaking away to the basket, a little heavy, and Pham rips down the rebound. Spain within a chance here of a huge comeback in a final. Carrion. Sotelo gives it a back. 3 goes up, 3 goes down. Iana Carrion, what a big quarter she's having right now. 19 points, 4 from 6 from downtown. Oh, and it's stolen away, but Sotelo only falls out of bounds. Wow, what a game for the 18-year-old guard. What a way to leave the tournament, giving everything she's got right now. Iana Carrion. Sideline ball for France. Ball kicked out. Tough play. Wrestling match down low. That's a foul on Anglama. Hooking. Illegally going for the offensive rebound. And that is foul number 4 on Nell Anglama. As coach Bunon signals to it, you're on 4, you need to be careful. 3 minutes and 4 seconds to play. A 4-point ball game. What a comeback attempt here from Spain. Let me remind you, at the start of this quarter, they trailed by 18 points. They have outscored France 17-5 in this quarter. Garcia to Sotelo. Alsina. Garcia now loses possession, gets it back. Shot clock at 8. Alsina drives inside, floating right hand is off target. Better defense from France that time. Cléant. Smart move, strong move. Cissé really showing the versatility and range of impact she can have. Listed as a big, but happy to put the ball on the floor and glide to the basket. Sarah Cissé up to 18 points now with 6 rebounds. Timeout called by Coach Canute. 2:26 to play. Spain trail by 6. Two minutes 26 left in this iconic final here in Portugal. Another one to go down in the history books. Last year's final was a 2-point ball game. It's currently a 6-point ball game here. Really does turn out some absolute classics. Garcia now to Carrion into Pham. Pham, will she go to work? Drop step, skips inside, off the glass, beautiful play. Our Pham. And now it's a 4-point ball game. Pham up to 16 points. Cléant back to Anglema. Cléant now trying to find a way to the bucket. The door is closed. Anglema kicks it out. Cléant. Oh, that is a big, big three from a big-time player. T. Cléant nails a three. Ice running through her veins. Final 90 seconds now. Have France done enough? Garcia to Pham. Pham misses the layup. Oh my goodness me. Rubs her hands as if the ball slipped out of them maybe. France now running the clock. Just need to run it down as far as they possibly can. No early shots. Anglema, shot clock at 4. Gonna have to put something up. Doesn't know it, I don't think. Gets it away and gets the score. Nell Anglema. That is a big shot. Is that the winning shot? Is that the final nail in the coffin here? I think the officials are gonna check this one to see if it's after. It's a coach's challenge from Coach Canute, and he absolutely may as well throw this one in if he's got a challenge to go. May as well use it, the slight glimmer of hope that he can get this score waved away because it was after the shot clock. Surely he would use it. Under a minute to play here, the officials reviewing a play. Did Nell Anglema get it away in time? If she did, France have a 9-point lead and surely an insurmountable lead here now in the final. Let's see what they say. Basket's good. It was before the shot clock expired. What a play by Anglomar. A 9-point lead now for France, and a timeout has been called here. Spain 65, France 74, 57.9 seconds left. France with one hand on the trophy. Under a minute for Spain to mount the near impossible comeback here. 57.9 seconds left. Coach Canute continuing to give instruction on the floor. His team trail by 9. France are so close to becoming European champions. Carrion. They need to go quickly. Garcia now to Pham. Pham for 3. That's short. Rebound. Anglomar, her 9th rebound of the game. France bringing it up over the half. It's stolen away though. Can they get a quick score? Carrion does get a quick score. 37 seconds to go. They need another steal. Anglomar brings it up the floor. Too strong on the ball though to be bullied off it. Foul will be called. This was the breakaway by Carrion. Seven-point ball game. Carrion, 21 points, 3 assists, 3 rebounds. It's 4 assists actually. Collat will come into the game as Anglomar comes out. What a game Anglomar has had. 16 points, 9 rebounds, 2 assists and 2 steals. Cisse at the line. Connects with the second. Back up to a 9-point ball game, surely. This is it now. France marching their way to the title, or are they? Carrion, step back, 3 ball is good. Oh my goodness me. Carrion refuses to give up. 24 points now for Iana Carrion. Timeout called by France. They lead by 6, 17.5 seconds left. 17.5 seconds remaining. France with possession, they lead by 6. Needs to be a foul, needs to be a foul. It had to be a quick steal or a foul. Foul will be called on Alcina. Managed to burn 4 seconds off the clock. Cléant will head to the line for 2 shots. Back into the action comes Kiboum Biamou as Tagayi heads to the bench. And first is good. Cléant now up to 15 points. Make that 16, that is ice cold for T. Cléant. Carrion to Pham. Pham back to Garcia. And Garcia falls out of bounds, and that is surely it. That is surely it. We're going to see a sub as Tagayi comes back in. Kiboum Biamou heads to the bench with a big hug with Coach Bounon. French flags waving hard behind. Another foul. Not sure at this stage it's really necessary. The game has slipped past Spain now. And France, all smiles as Coach Canute, I think, accepts the defeat, goes down his bench, high-fives his players and his staff for the hard work they've put in this tournament and before this tournament. Spain will have to settle for the silver medal. Two from 2 for Cisse. 22 points now for Cisse, and that is it. Your 2024 FIBA Under-18 Women's EuroBasket champions are France. Let the celebrations begin. Coach Bounon and her team have achieved an amazing feat here. An impressive tournament, a huge tournament. And they are rightfully European champions. What a tournament they have given as the coaches and the players celebrate together. Heartbreak for Spain. They got to the final with a perfect 6-0 record, but in front of them were an unbelievably powerful French team. Final score in the final, Spain 70, France 80. We will shortly have our medal presentations, with Serbia being the first to pick up their bronze medals before Spain pick up the silver medals, and then the celebrating French team you can see in the background there will ascend the highest step on the podium, collect their gold medals and collect the trophy. The celebrations will be long and loud here in Matosinhos in Portugal, as France have had somewhat of a redemption from last year's heartbreak 2-point loss to Slovenia. They pick up the 3rd ever gold medal for France in this tournament and really close out what has been a sublime little over a week of basketball for this team here in Portugal. Been some sublime performances in this final. Leading all scorers was Iana Carrion for Spain. She had 24 points alongside our fam with 18. However, for France, they spread the load. 4 players in double digits. Sarah Cisse leading them with 22 points, 6 rebounds. With 16 points each, Cléante and Nell Anglemar. Cléante had 16 points, 7 assists and 3 steals, whilst Anglemar 16 points, 9 rebounds, 2 assists and 2 steals. And then also in double digits was Keboum Biamou with 10 points and 10 rebounds. There's the celebrations, there's the coaching staff, Coach Bounon enjoying it as much as the players are as well. What a tournament we have had here. If you've enjoyed that, make sure you follow FIBA's youth social media channels. Head over to Instagram, Facebook or X. It's at Next Gen Hoops. And that will give you all the details that you will need. Crowd waiting patiently with high levels of anticipation for this medal ceremony. Friends, family and fans, as well as players from some of the other teams as well, courtside to watch the final as they finish off their tournaments today. This is the joy of these youth tournaments. Teams get to play an equal number of games, play pretty much every day. No team goes home early. All about development and growing the next generation of superstars. And my goodness me, have we seen some next generation of superstars, and that's what they've been playing for. That lovely, beautiful architectural piece of silverware. A beautiful trophy, the FIBA Under-18 Women's EuroBasket trophy. Look at the French players, all smiles. These celebrations have just begun, really. They are enjoying themselves, to say the least. The dignitaries all assembled on the baseline. There are the medals. There is the MVP golden basketball. First of all, we'll have the presentation to the local organising committee. A huge thank you for hosting what has been a wonderful tournament here in Matosinhos in Portugal. It has been another wonderful festival of basketball. All smiles for the camera as we get some photos for posterity before we then get into the player awards. The award handed over to Belgium. Now we'll have our Tournament All-Star 5, and these are the 5 standout players across the tournament from a range of teams. It'd be interesting to see who makes this 5. Always hotly contested, always a few players that are on the edge, and you wonder who are going to get in and who aren't. No surprise with this one. Our FAM averaging 15.5 points a game. 11.3 rebounds, 2.3 assists. Had a huge semi-final against Serbia with 21 points. Ended up with 18 points in the final, as well as 7 rebounds, 3 assists and 2 steals. Tough to have a smile on your face, Awa, we know, after that tough final. Next up, Gal Raviv of Israel, averaging 17.3 points, 5.4 rebounds, 4.7 assists. Had 16 points in the third place playoff game today for Israel, as well as 4 rebounds. A real injection of energy and firepower for Israel in their offense. Clara Silva of Portugal, a big part of the reason Portugal will be on their way to the U19 World Cup next year. 18.7 points, 7.6 rebounds and 3.4 assists. Had 14 points in that critical game today. Next up, Jovana Popovic led them to the bronze medal. 28.7 rebound performance in today's game, draped in a flag. What a superstar she is of the future. Remember, Popovic just 16 years old. And then no real surprise, Nell Anglema, the final member of the All-Star 5. A huge, huge game today for Anglema. 16 points, 9 rebounds. One of the driving forces behind this team and their march to the gold medal. We'll now see who the overall MVP is. One of these 5 will be the tournament MVP. Now Anglema picks up the MVP award, and you absolutely have to give her credit. 16 points in the semi-final. As her teammates come and celebrate with her. A huge tournament for Nell Anglema. Averaging 13.8 points, 7 rebounds, 3 assists. Huge game in the semi-final, huge game in the final. And a real teammate to lean on, a driving force behind that French team and their rise to the European Championship. And they all pose for the photo. Love that photo. That is what teammates are there for. She is surrounded by a ton of hype. Love that. She lifts the MVP ball to her fans, almost runs off, has to come back and get the photo. We'll head to the middle as the MVP. There are our All-Star 5. Fam, Raviv, Anglema, Silva and Popovic. And now we will progress with the medal presentation here in Marozinhos. first of all have our bronze medal presentation. And what a game we had earlier today. A real battle for that bronze medal. Serbia eventually winning 72-56 over Israel. A hard-fought game as the Serbian team will now come out and collect their medals. In no particular order, we have Angelina Dvoria, Valentina Zalic, Jana Vesic, Menja Arendelovic, Emana Chosovic, Alexandra Aleksic, Tara Dacic, Hanna Prodojevic, Jovana Popovic, Teodora Simancevic, Lana Breno, and Milica Dragicevic, as well as coach Vidio Savljevic. That is the 12 for Serbia and the head coach. What a great way to close out the tournament. They have been super impressive throughout. Had such a tough group stage. Didn't pick up a win in their group. And to be here picking up the bronze medal, how resilient, how mentally tough is this team. They really have proved themselves worthy of that bronze medal. Absolutely wonderful from them. As the coaching staff get their medals, includes coach Milan Vidio Savljevic. They'll head to the podium. We'll now move on to the silver medal presentation. And this is always a difficult one. It'll be heartbreak for Spain. They were so close to the gold, so close to the trophy, as we see Serbia step onto the podium and receive their due appreciation. Strong tournament from Serbia for sure. Now Spain will come to the floor to receive their silver medals. As I say, it's always difficult, the silver medal. It's heartbreaking because you haven't won the gold. You're just coming off the floor, missing out on a title. But when they have time to kind of zoom out and reflect on what they've put in this week, in this tournament, what they've put on the hardwood, they will be proud of what they do. Leading them out, Iana Karian, followed by Gina Garcia, Naya Zubiaga, Maria Aribola, Marta Alsina, Mirembe Tuehami, Awa Fam, Irene Asensio, Lucia Rivas, Ines Sotelo, Carla Osma, and Maria Anas Rodriguez. And last out, I'm sure, will be Coach Canute. Wonderful tournament. They almost went perfect. They entered the final without having lost a game. But it was a step too far. They came up against a very, very strong French roster and just quite weren't able to make it that final step. As the coaching staff get their medals. And memories made for staff and players alike as they head to the silver medal podium. Not where they wanted to be. But they'll take the big step up onto the silver medal podium shortly. And they receive their appreciation from the crowd. Putting in a big tournament and rightfully deserved appreciation from the crowd as well. Our silver medalists are Spain. And now we will present the gold medals, the ones that everyone wants, the ones that France have absolutely worked so hard to earn. They will now come to the floor for the gold medals just before the trophy presentation as well. Here come France now to the floor. Celine Rico first out, followed by Stella Kola, Anis Tageyi, Sarah Cisse, Alisato Keita, Mathilde Sele, Melissa Guillet, Sarah Kiboum Biaramu, T. Cléante, Stella Kessler, Nell Anglema, Noah Rio, and Coach Bunon and her coaching staff. What a tournament they've all had. What a phenomenal performance. Absolutely deserved of the gold. A demolition of Israel in the semi-final game. A battle to the bitter end in the final. And they are rightfully going to lift the trophy and be crowned champions of Europe as Coach Bunon picks up her gold medal as well. A wonderful moment for the coaches, the staff, and the players. And France will now head their way to the big podium. They will head all the way up onto the top step. A place that they have earned. It is a long way up to the top step, but up they go. France are our champions. Memories that will live with them for a lifetime for sure. And that is the trophy they will be presented shortly. All smiles. What a moment in the careers of these players. And mark my words, many of them will appear on the big stage. Now we'll have but a rousing rendition of the French national anthem from this wonderful team of young women. The trophy now comes to the center of the court, and the French captain will jump down as Stella Kola and Nell Anglema come together. They'll have the photos, and then we will have that joyous moment. Here we go. Stella Kola, French captain, to the left, to the right, to the left, to the right, and to the sky. Our 2024 FIBA Under-18 Women's EuroBasket champions are France. Let the glitter flow, let the celebrations begin. What an amazing tournament, what an amazing team. As Coach Bunon gives the trophy a big kiss, lifts it to the fans, And the team will now have as many photos as they possibly can. They are our champions of Europe. They'll all want their hands on the trophy. This is a moment, a snapshot that these players will remember forever. A glorious moment in their young lives. I'm sure even bigger championships to come, but this one will stay with them for a long time. Thank you so much for joining me here in Marozheniush. I hope you've enjoyed the feed here, the stream here tonight. It's been an amazing final. If you have, click the subscribe button and you'll be notified every time we have live games for you completely free of charge on FIBA's YouTube channel. If you want to follow me on the socials, please do. On Instagram and X, it's @MarkOnTheComms. Thank you for joining me. Our final score here in the final is Spain 70, France 80. It's France that are your 2024 FIBA Under-18 Women's EuroBasket champions. We'll leave you with their celebrations courtside here in Portugal.